Thank you. So I'm from University of Tokyo. And today I talk about our group developed geophysical tools for the moon exploration, geophysical exploration. Especially our team tried to use the much effort for the source development. Like in this slide, there's one of the example that we try to make a small seismic source. Next, please. Next, please. Okay, thank you. So in our group, we try to conduct the active seismic survey. So in this approach, we generate the seismic signal by some seismic source, and we record the surface wave, reflection wave, or refraction wave by the seismometer, and try to analyze these waveforms. We try to identify the seismic velocity or elastic wave velocity or reflection image, as you can see in this slide. So for example, the seismic velocity is relevant to the stiffness of the geological formation, and on the reflection profile, that we can investigate the geological structure as an image. So these information contribute to the science, engineering, and the resource exploration. And for example, the science, I'm interested in the geological structure where the moonquake happened. And as an engineering, this kind of information could contribute for the construction of the base camp and observatory. So next, please. So in this slide, I showed you the one example of the active seismic survey result on the Earth. So on the Earth, we use the large seismic source, as you can see in the middle part of this slide. That's the picture. We use the large truck. We use the multi-seismometer and multi-source position. So it's a very freedom there are many. We can generate the several places on the surface, and as you can see in the bottom part of your slide, we can observe the geological structure to the very deep formation. In this example, it's a reflection profile in the Nankai Trough, southern part of Japan, and we can observe the very deep fault distribution and the plate interface and moho structure. So the final goal is we try to obtain such geophysical image or geophysical information on the moon. So of course the moon is maybe more heterogeneous. So I don't know we can obtain this kind of the beautiful result, but we try to obtain that. So anyway, on the moon, we cannot use the large seismic source. So we need to minimize the seismic source. Okay, can you please go to the next slide? Okay, so we developed the small seismic source. We call that as a portable active seismic source, PASS system. And the size is very handy, the 4 centimeter monster inside this box. But using this seismic source, the signal propagates close to 1 kilometer. In the bottom figure, the right bottom figure, the vertical axis is the distance from seismic source to seismometer. So maybe you can see the signal propagates close to 1 kilometer, even from such a handy size seismic source. The reason why is we continuously generate the vibration at same position, and by summing the multi-signal and enhance the signal to noise ratio and propagate the signal for longer distance. So even the small seismic source enable the long range and deeper structure exploration. Next, please. So currently in the near future exploration mission that we designed our seismic source for the human deployment on the moon. So the weight is less than 1 kilogram, and as you can see in the middle part of the figure, this is a real field test result, and we generate the same signal at multiple times and stack the seismic signal. And in this tool, if the astronaut push our seismic tool to the surface, it generates the signal. So we optimized our seismic source for the human deployment. Okay, go to the next slide. And So, but our seismic source is one, and maybe that we cannot deploy the many seismometer on the moon. So, how to obtain the multi-channel seismic data as we conducted on the Earth. So the left-hand side there's a schematic image, and the blue one is the seismometer. And we deployed the one seismometer close to the lander, and the human deployed the seismic source at one position and generate the signal. And the astronaut moved to the different position and shoot the same signal. And we repeat such kind of operation. We continuously conduct such kind of operation, so we can observe the multi-channel seismic survey data like we conducted on the Earth. So using this kind of concept, we will obtain the 2D S-wave velocity structure and 2D surface wave attenuation structure and P-wave velocity depth structure and VPVS ratio. So the VPVS ratio is very relevant to Poisson ratio. So it's a very contribute for the construction of the base camp on the moon. So go to the next slide. So we have a tool and we have a concept. So we conducted the field test at the Mt Fuji. This is a scoria-based the geological formation displays, and we cannot. Sorry, I forgot to put the picture of the seismic source, but we use the similar type of seismic source in this field, and we use the seismometer, and we obtain this kind of result. And right upper panel, the reflection profile, seismic reflection profile, that we investigate the geological structure from surface to 100-meter depth using the very small seismic source system, and we can obtain the S-wave velocity using the surface wave analysis from surface to 10-meter depth, and P-wave velocity distribution using travel time tomography, like this depth. So we can obtain the geological information from our seismic tool. Next, please. So in my previous slide, we explained that we deployed our seismic tool by the human, but we try to automate this seismic operation on the moon and honestly on the Earth too. So we deployed our seismic source tool and our receiver, small seismometer, on the small rover, and this rover automatically moved around the survey target area, and we try to obtain the similar geophysical data automatically. And recently, we tried to use the laser Doppler type seismometer and fiber optic cable type seismometer, distributed acoustic sensing. And we try to use these geophysical tools on the moon. Of course, there are many issues, honestly, but we try to solve these issues. And we try to conduct this integrated geophysical survey at the Mt Fuji this month or next month. And we try to investigate 3D dimensional geological structure depth to the 100 meter. Okay, go to the next. So this workshop is for the pressurized vehicle. So in my previous slide, I explained the very small minimal seismometer. So the investigation depth is maybe 100 meter or something. But we developed the larger type seismic source too. Larger but smaller than Earth. How can we commonly use on the Earth? The size is about 300 millimeter, and it generates the force about 1,000 Newton. So this kind of size, if we can use if we can deploy this seismic tool, seismic source by the larger rover, that we can investigate the deeper geological formation. In my simple calculation, if we use this seismic source, the signal could propagate close to several kilometers or close to 10 kilometers. So we may be able to obtain the similar result, as you can see in the bottom part of this slide. And as I talked, if we obtain this kind of seismic imaging or geophysical information, maybe we obtain, for example, that this is we can image geological structure around the moon creek or other scientific, it contributes to scientific goal. go to the next slide. Maybe next slide is my final slide. Yeah. So this is another example of the science. So my colleague intensively study the moon hole, and we can observe the very geological layer structure. But there's a question: it's a lava tube or not? So our seismic tool may contribute for the origin of such layer structure. Okay, thank you very much. It's my end of my presentation. Thank you.